Hello everyone! Welcome back to Storybook Farm in Stardew Valley. It's Monday, the 8th day of spring. Everyone in Pelican Town should be ready to get back to work after their lazy Sunday, and we're going to get back to work too. Let's start by checking the television. I sense that a new viewer has joined us. A young lady from Stardew Valley? Welcome, welcome. You know, Welwick, that kind of worked the first time. I'm not sure I really believe you this time. I think you're using something like Facebook Live and you can tell who's watching you. The spirits are very happy today. They will do their best to shower everyone with good fortune. That's good to hear. Maybe we'll get something exciting from the trash cans. And living off the land, we're back again with another tip for y'all. Now listen up. Let's talk fences. Fences are useful for keeping weeds at bay and protecting your crops. They also let farmers contain their livestock. Fences break down after a while, but stone, iron, and hardwood fences last a lot longer than basic wood. It might seem really counterintuitive, it did to me when I first started playing, that hardwood fences should be stronger than iron or stone. But that's the video game logic for you. Hardwood is a much more difficult material to access in Stardew Valley, so it's the one that will break down the most slowly in the game. I generally don't bother with regular wood fences because it's so frustrating to have to mend them almost every season, and by the time I'm ready to be enclosing animals to keep them in a particular area of the farm, I generally do have access to stronger material in sufficient quantity, stone at the very least. And our weather tomorrow will be partially cloudy with a light breeze. Expect lots of pollen. That's the first time we've had pollen in this Let's Play, and I'm a little excited about it. The pollen effect is so pretty. It's really blossoms rather than pollen. All those pink cherry trees that you can see around the map just toss their petals everywhere, and it's just glorious. All right, we've got a couple of parsnips ready, and that last little tulip that I forgot to water. Probably that one evening that I was watering in the dark, I missed it and didn't notice. So we need to plant a few more crops today. Luckily, it is a Monday, so we will be able to buy seeds. Pierre's is closed on Wednesday. We haven't had that dialogue from Caroline yet to warn us about it, and it's not posted. As far as I'm aware, it's not posted on the store. There's no opening hours listed unless you happen to go at a time when the store isn't open. It will tell you what time of day you can get into the building. But unless you try to get into Pierre's general store on a Wednesday, you won't find out that that's the day he takes off, and that's the day you can't buy seeds, which can be frustrating if you have a harvest on a Wednesday. It's a good idea to try to plan ahead and work around that so that you don't end up having to... Well, I never buy seeds from Joja. That is an alternative. You can go to the Joja Mart and buy seeds there. That's something that I kind of refuse to do on principle. But other than that, you have to wait and risk having your already hoed and watered crop plot degenerate and have to do the work again. All right, so today we are going to visit Gunther and hand in that chewing stick artifact. I'm also going to take a few things over to our town chest just to have on hand for giving out as gifts. So that's going to include leeks for George. Almost everyone in town, with very, very few exceptions, and they're kind of logical exceptions, likes homegrown vegetables, and parsnips are your cheapest option there. That's why we gave that to Mayor Lewis on his first birthday in year one. Not his first birthday, obviously, the first birthday that we have an opportunity of giving him a present. We don't have the ability to get any of the gifts that he loves. So this is one of the cheapest way to give him something that he will at least like. Quartz is also a good general purpose gift, and tulips are loved by Evelyn and liked by many of the other villagers. So this is what we're going to put in our town chest today. Other than that, I'm not sure what I want to do. I need to make sure I talk to Clint. We found 20 copper ores. Here is a really common mistake that new players make. The first time they get a gathering quest, they take the copper ores and they try to click on Clint with the ore in their hand. And what happens then is that the game considers that you're giving Clint a copper ore as a gift, which is not a gift that he really appreciates. You lose the single ore that you give him. You don't get friendship points from the gift, and it's just generally a bad idea. Remember that the quest completion prompt here says talk to Clint, not give Clint your ore. And you don't actually have to have the ore in your inventory when you talk to Clint. You completed the quest by gathering the 20 ore, and after you've done that, the game knows you've done that, and it will go through the motions of having Clint look at your ore and give it back to you to keep without the ore being in your inventory or in your hand at all. I also mentioned that there is an exploit that you can use for a gathering quest if you don't find enough ore in the mines. You can take the ore out of your chest. Now, this will not work if you take the whole stack of ore out of your chest at once. The game will not consider that completing the quest. But if you take the pieces of ore out one at a time by right-clicking instead of left-clicking, that will be considered gathering for the purpose of the quest. So these are easy ways to build friendship with Clint. If you don't mind doing something that feels a little bit cheaty, you can take ore out of your chest, the same ore every time, and fulfill gathering quests. And they do show up repeatedly. So that's that. We need to enter the Adventurers Guild in order to finish the initiation quest, since we killed 10 slimes. And we need to smelt a copper bar. We also need to reach level 40 in the mines. That is not happening today. 5 levels on a mining day is a reasonable goal. So I'm just going to pop 5 copper ore into our furnace so that that smelting quest can be going on while we head into town. And then maybe we'll go do a little bit more mining. We'll definitely talk to a few villagers, give a few presents. Harvey in particular, I intend to make sure I talk to him every day this week. I'd really like to get him up to 2 hearts as quickly as possible so that we can enter his bedroom. It will become a whole lot easier to catch him, to give gifts and have dialogue once we are allowed into the inner sanctum of his upstairs room above the clinic. So we're going to make sure that we get there during the clinic's opening hours. Of all of the publicly accessible buildings in Stardew Valley, the clinic is the one that closes earliest at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, let's just pop these 5 copper ore. You have to hold the 5 copper ore or a larger stack, and you have to have coal in your inventory in order to successfully smelt. And then we're going to head into town, see what we see on the way. I don't have a lot of space for forage items, but I am going to pop up here and see if there's anything by the bus stop, because forage does spawn up here. There are a few villagers. Oh, and I missed a leek. I am going to grab that too. That's not even going to take any inventory slots since I've already got leeks. I lied. We got a quality leek. Maybe we'll just give that one to George right away, since he will appreciate that it's a better than normal leek. And we'll just check the trash cans quick. See, no, actually, let's put some things in our chest first, because if we check the trash can right now, we're just going to get frustrated by finding that our inventory is full. All right. Now we'll check the trash can at Haley's, and put the trash in our chest. I really don't want to be carrying a broken CD around for the rest of the day. Those will become useful once we hit fishing level 5. At fishing level 5, we can make a recycling machine that will turn broken CDs into refined quartz. Hi there, Penny. How are you doing? Hi. Oh, did you want something? Yes, I did. I wanted to give you a daffodil to try to brighten your day. Thanks. This looks nice. You're welcome. Up we go. More bread being thrown out at the Star Drop Saloon. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Did you know I was an all-star quarterback in high school? It's true. See this little star on my jacket here? That proves it. I wasn't doubting you, Alex. I believe you. Hi, George. How are you doing today? I'm not much of a talker, especially to strangers, if you don't mind my saying. Well, I hope we won't be strangers for long, and I happen to know your wife clued me in on your favorite thing, so have a leak. This is my favorite thing! Thank you! You're welcome, George. I should have brought a tulip for Evelyn. I'll give her one another day. Oh my, what a lovely day! I love how you're so cheery and pleasant to talk to, Evelyn, even living with a little bit of a grumpy guy like George. You don't let him get you down. You just continue to smile and enjoy life. That's a beautiful thing. Vincent's birthday is coming up on Wednesday. We're going to have to think about what would be the best gift for Vincent. I'm pretty sure does not appreciate vegetables the way other people do. He does like daffodils though, so perhaps he'll get a daffodil for his birthday. And then we'll have the Egg Festival later in the week and Haley's birthday on Sunday. We already know that Haley likes flowers. I'm not going to go into Harvey's just yet because I'm going to wait for the saloon to open and buy a coffee first. Just to make sure that I do get my 2 gifts in this week in case things get busy later. I'll just go down to the beach right now and see what there is to see. So we've got a mussel, a gold star clam. I think we've already got both a clam and a mussel that we have picked up. In any case, they spawn fairly regularly. We are saving these for one of the bundles in the community center that we have not unlocked yet. But I think we can safely sell both of these. 2 sea urchins today, lovely. That will be enough to buy a cup of coffee with. So, and the saloon should be open now. Hi there, Elliot. I'm kind of new to this town myself, but I really feel at home. That's good. I moved here only a year before you. Well, you've got a head start on getting to know everyone then. I suspect, though, that being an NPC, you're not going to be spamming the villagers with gifts the way I do, so they're going to like me better very, very soon. Not to rub it in your face or anything. All right, 320 from the sea urchins. Oh, I guess we had a quality sea urchin the previous time, so it's not... No, it is enough for a cup of coffee. I think the coffee's 300. 75 for the clam, 30 for the mussel. Very nice. Thank you, Willie, for buying my beach combings. Ahoy there, lass! It looks like decent weather for fishing, eh? I guess it does. Maybe I'll do a little later. Up at the mountain lake, perhaps. I need to go up there to talk to Marlin. Get my reward for killing slimes. Not really a reward, get my induction into the Adventurers Guild. And then I'm just going to pop into Gunther's, drop off the chewing stick, and we'll go buy our coffee. Harvey's coffee. We need to get in there before the clinic closes. Hey, Gunther. I have found another artifact for you, a chewing stick. I'm not going to read the new library book right now just because we have a little bit of a time crunch. We want to make sure that we don't miss Harvey. But I am going to open the geode just in case. I'm doing things backwards here. I really should have opened the geode before I went into the museum.
You brought the ores I requested. Thank you.
Actually, I didn't, but you don't know that because video game logic.
Seems these ores don't have any rare gems hidden inside. That's okay.
No, the ores didn't, but my geode did. I'm pretty pleased about that.
Here's your ores back and your payment, as promised.
Thanks, Clint. How are you doing?
Yep. I'm a blacksmith.
That's why I came to get my geode broken open.
My father was also a blacksmith. My grandfather was a blacksmith as well. Bet you can't guess what my great-grandfather was.
I'm guessing your great-grandfather was a blacksmith. If anybody is wondering what happens when you choose the unkind, the mean response, I did it once just in a experimental for science, let's see what happens kind of way, and Clint kind of broke my heart with what he said, so I'm not even slightly tempted to do it.
How'd you know?
I just guessed, Clint. I just guessed. All right, we've got to hurry now. The clinic closes at 3, and we need to buy a coffee before we... Actually, we don't need to buy a coffee, but we're going to buy a coffee before we go in. So easy to lose track of time in this game and not do what you plan to do. Hey there, Gus. I need a coffee from you. I am wooing a certain gentleman who is fond of it. He doesn't know I'm wooing him yet, but he'll figure it out soon. Oh, I hope you're in the exam room, Harvey. Drat and blast. We're not good enough friends with Harvey to enter his bedroom. We should have come earlier. I wonder... And the clinic hasn't closed yet, but sometimes he goes out and... Oh, what a relief. He just went out for a little walk. Hi, Harvey. Nice to see you.
We sell a few over-the-counter medicines at the clinic. Feel free to stop by if you're feeling exhausted.
Thanks, Harvey. I did notice those earlier. I try not to overwork myself, but I'll keep that in mind.
I know that being a farmer is pretty tiring work. Don't overdo it.
I'll do my best. Hey, I just happened to be by the saloon. No reason really, and I got an extra coffee. Are you...
It's for me? This is my favorite stuff. It's like you read my mind.
You're so very welcome, Harvey. See you later, guy. Okay. Phew. That, I was really worried that we were going to miss him, and I don't have a lot of margin for error in making friends with Harvey before the flower dance. If you want to be sure to have a partner at the flower dance, Haley is the easiest. She's happy with daffodils, and she has a birthday very early in the game, so it's not too difficult to get her up to 4 hearts, and then she will agree to dance with you. Now that Shane is a marriage candidate, which he was not in the first version of Stardew Valley, he's also not too bad because he does have a birthday before the flower dance. Everybody else, you really have to be very, very attentive to giving gifts and talking as regularly as possible.
Maru helps me out in the lab sometimes. She's a good kid.
She does seem that way, yes. Oh, I thought you might have more to say, and I stuck my sword in your face. I'm so sorry, Demetrius. I really hate doing that. Oh, Sebastian. Let me catch you before you go down to your basement lair, and I can't talk to you. You need something? Okay, I guess that was a little bit weird the way I rushed up and intercepted you before you could go down the stairs. Sorry about that. I just wanted to say hi. That's all. Just wanted to say hi and get those 20 friendship points and sword you in the face. Hey, Robin. Have I told you that I built our house from the ground up? You have not. Wow, that's awesome. It's definitely been the highlight of my career so far. Robin, if you don't mind me asking, when you were building your house from the ground up, could you really not have put in a main floor bedroom for Sebastian? It seems a little odd. You know, what's going to stop me from making 5 mining levels today if I don't do it is the fact that I feel the need to talk to every villager I possibly can. The crisp air of the wilderness is all I care to know. There's a lot more to life than that, Linus. I live out here by choice. You seem a little defensive. Sorry. Oh! All right. I am going to leave my sword in my mining chest. At this point in the game, I have no need for it otherwise. I am leaving the sword in the chest so that I can carry my scythe around and stop sticking my sword in people's faces. Just so tired of it. All right, we got 240 gold for Clint's copper ores that we didn't really bring him. We didn't actually get anything from entering the Adventurers Guild except that the quest has disappeared from our journal. So, there you go. Hi there, Marlon. How are you doing? We could buy a wooden blade from Marlon. It would do 3 to 7 damage for 250 gold. We could also buy rings that would increase knockback or weapon precision. We're not going to bother with either of those. Our rusty sword, the one that Marlon gave us, does 2 to 5 damage, and the 3 to 7 just isn't enough of an improvement for me to bother with. Come back when you got something to show me, kid. So Gil is the other adventurer, and the reason he's saying that we don't have anything to show him is because we have not yet achieved any of the monster eradication goals. Help us keep the valley safe. We've killed 19 slimes out of 1,000. We have not killed any of the next 3 monsters because we haven't encountered them yet. 10 out of 125 cave insects. 1 out of 30 duggies, those are the annoying little guys that pop out of the sand. 0 out of 500 of some other mysterious monster. We've got a long way to go in terms of monster slaying goals, but that's okay. We're still very early in the game. All right. So into this chest, I'm going to put my fishing pole, this mineral that we need to give to Gunther, the daffodil, and the bread. And we're going to head down the mine and see if we can't make a little bit more progress, given that it is a very lucky day as far as the spirits are concerned. I'm hopeful that we'll find ladders quickly and be able to make our way down with some rapidity. We are getting quite a few monsters on this level, but that's okay. If all we manage to do today is slay monsters, that's not nothing. And we got a dwarf scroll. That's kind of exciting. Oh, go away, you stupid bug. Dwarf Scroll 1. Gunther can tell you more about this if you donate it to the museum. All right. I am going to go ahead and start breaking some rocks. I would love to get a way down fairly quickly here. Starting to think we might not actually make it down to level 15, but it's still worth it for getting the dwarf scroll. Oh, there we go. Oh, I do not want to be pinned. Okay, I'm not pinned because the second slime can't move. You are taking a lot of killing. I disapprove. Grab that earth crystal. And this type of level with the mine track on it always has a ladder at the very far end. You can sometimes get an earlier ladder by breaking a rock. But there's a guaranteed ladder if you continue all the way to the end. Also, if you click on the minecart, it does have coal in it. Some people miss that their first time through. Hello, slime. Can I not reach you? I guess I can. All right, let's go over here and let you out and whack you to death with our sword. And you dropped an amethyst. Very kind of you. I would prefer to hit you without you hitting me, please. Not on my game with the Dougie there. That was ugly. Dougies are a lot easier when you have a better sword. And you can one or two hit them instead of having to whack them over and over and over again without them hitting you. I'm going to need to eat a field snack in a moment just to get my health up, since I'm doing a terrible job of fighting monsters at the moment. I do not really need that sap as much as I need the other things I have at the moment. I do need to kill that stupid slime before he wears me down. All right, we'll do that. We will drop the slime on the floor and eat that green algae. That'll restore a little more health as well. We'll go get that copper that I saw down there. It's already 10 o'clock. I don't think we're making it down to level 15. I think we're going to be heading home without having opened up another elevator. But that's all right. Oh, yeah, we are definitely not making it all the way down because we're in an overrun area. And unless we happen to be extremely lucky and it's overrun with a very small number of monsters, yeah, I'm going to make an executive decision to leave at this point. We have to kill every monster in the place before the ladder will appear. When I just don't think we have enough time. It's almost 11. We have to leave by midnight. I don't think an hour is going to be adequate for killing all of those monsters. So we'll try again another day. I want to take with me my fishing rod and the artifacts for Gunther. And I would also like to get this crab back to my chest at home. I'm going to leave the coal, the ore, and the rock, and bring the topaz and the quality parsnip with me. Off we go. I had half a moment's hesitation there. I thought about casting my line into the mountain lake just once or twice, but no, I think this is enough for one day. Our intrepid farmer has been working very hard. She's a little tired, feeling a little bit battered by all of those subterranean monsters she's been battling. I think she deserves to get to bed before midnight today. And I think that I would really appreciate having a full energy bar tomorrow. We just finished the copper bar quest. We don't get a reward for that. This chest is getting full enough that I think it's going to be time tomorrow for us to go ahead and build another one and start organizing our inventory a little bit better than we have at the moment. Bring my watering can down. I'm gonna just put that parsnip there for the moment. So we actually have 4 things to give to Gunther. No, we have 5 things to give to Gunther tomorrow. That's excellent. I think that may actually unlock a reward for us. So that's something to look forward to. Good night, Arhu. Have a good sleep. We're in bed at midnight exactly. I hope that's good enough. We leveled up our combat by fighting all those monsters, so combat will be a little bit easier. Our progress has been saved. Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. Have a wonderful day.